Alright, here's what I've been meaning to do over the weekend, but again, been busy with other stuff. And as I said before, August is a very busy month for me. Cause I've been doing some stuff, a lot of stuff offline. So once in a while I get a chance to do some recordings, but here we go. So this is going to talk about that very grim, brutal killing of the 14-year-old girl Yetyana Francis, was whose remains were found on Arnett Garden over the weekend. And what and it was very emotional, very emotional incident for me to talk about. Amongst other things, it's basically the same level of Kanika Jenkins or Layla Odom, because all these were young females who died some very brutal, very violent deaths at the hands of some sick animals who. And in all cases, none of the killers of these females up to now have been caught or exposed. And I've also said that I don't. Part of me doesn't want them to be caught. I want them to be killed on sight. And yeah, I said that. But anyway, so with this girl, 14-year-old girl, from what the story was, that she was sent by her mom to go get something, and then her didn't return, and then her remains were found at behind a church, which makes crime even more appalling. That the persons who killed this girl dumped her body at unholy grounds. It shows you how depraved and demonic these individuals are. They don't respect God or house of God to do that. All right, and it has been very indicated that she was raped. Cause what had been happening to her, and this is one of the sickening things, is that there are some neighbors who reportedly before her death I heard her screaming, crying for help, but none of these bitch-made pussy-ass cowards did anything. Like, they didn't call the police, and yeah, I know that we give her a rap. So the police here get a hard rap for being effectually useless, but if you at least made an effort to call the police, that girl could have been alive. That girl could have been saved. But again, these cowards, and again, God's judgment is going to be on you bitch-made pussies as well, trust me. Alright, because you did nothing while these some sick animal, and I'm sorry I would call it, whoever did it, was one person, not an animal, because again, that's not fair to animals. That's an insult to the animal kingdom. I call these people demons from hell. Alright? And this is basically what happened. And again, I've said some stuff online and usual stuff, the usual. There's people in grieving, seeing how it's a horrible, appalling crime, and so they should. You got Prime Minister, members of Parliament saying this is horrible to us. And I mean, I'm not knocking them for saying that, but this has been done so many times before. Like, this little girl, she's not the first one, and sadly she's not going to be the last one. Because there are many cases where a lot of people who are civilians who are brutally murdered by demonic psychopaths, and you will have the usual public outrage, and then sadly in most cases nothing gets done, and because these monsters are then they are still free to do what they want, and even some of these demons get caught exposed, there's no chance that they're going to be brought to justice. So it's still a perpetual cycle, and I'm not saying to be cynical, but the thing is this, and that's the reason why I'm just recording. I mean that is that we've gone way past words, people, and I've seen this people in Jamaica. All right, I've already pointed out that this was an underage little girl who was brutally murdered and violated, and her body after being burnt, because this after the monster or monsters, I'm not even going to care how many people it was, violated this underage child. They were sick enough to burn her body, I don't know, for whatever reasons, whatever, and then dump her body in a church. Again, this is showing how much they don't respect the word of the house of God. Alright, and And then also the worst part is that you had these neighbors, and I am mad at them too because these people, you could have probably saved this girl's life. And yeah, I know there are going to be excuses given. Oh, that there are so on that these people are connected to some criminals who they fear and so on. And I want to say to these people, this is a pussy bitch made excuse. All right. Alright, this is one reason why we in Jamaicans, I'm talking to Jamaicans practically, this is one reason why the situations continue because we have too many cowards. Alright? No excuse or justification is going to bring that girl back from the dead. Alright? Alright, and the thing is, why I'm saying this is that excuse because there are times when there are some Jamaican people who will put in that work. They will see that there's some I'm sorry, I keep saying animals. They'll see some monsters or fiends in human guises who will violate people, will harm or attack helpless individuals, and these people put in the work. Yeah, there are things such as jungle justice where some people they say, no, fuck it, I don't care, I'm alright. Is right or die at this moment. We're going to put in that work on you. Alright, and these people have done that. Because I remember that case that may piss me off years ago where this sexual predator, this murdering pedophile, went to the house of some girl he knocked up and killed her, and then some the neighbors went in and lit his ass up, and they basically came this close to killing him until there was some dumbass police had to stop them. Personally, I don't think the police should have stopped them. They should have allowed them to have sent that guy back to hell. But these are cases where the communities have risen up and have dealt justice, that kind of the justice that some of these sociopaths deserve. And these people in Arnett Gardens, you should have had that spirit, that jungle justice spirit with you. All right, you should have been a case where it said that. I don't care who these people are connected to. I don't care who runs this area. I don't care if, for all I could care, I don't care if Count Dracula from Transylvania was in charge of Arnett Gardens. I could care less if it was the spirit of Attila the Hun or whatever. Alright? We're going to put in that work. We're going to rise up like the Maroons, well, before they betrayed us anyways. Rise up like the Maroons did against the plantation owners. And we're going to and it's going to be, alright, it's going to, okay, yeah, like I said, like we're just all about, sorry if I'm losing my wording, but you get to where I'm going at though. It's basically we're going to be out for blood, alright? And that's the kind of spirit that a lot of Jamaicans lost all those years, that we lost that collective warrior spirit. And yeah, you'll have groups or communities that still have spirit. We need more because, again, this girl could have been alive if so his neighbors got over the cowardice, got up out their beds, made some noise, and all of them should be running to go catch those guys with some machetes, some guns, or whatever, some kind of object they could use as a weapon. Alright, basically, if those guys, people have been in the P's and Q's, the only people that would have been buried, only people whose dead bodies would be on the pavement would be those attackers, the attacker or the attackers. Alright, that is what we should be. And hopefully I'm hoping that that some people, and the reason why I'm making this recording, I should say, is that I'm not going to go over doing my usual, going over what happened, because what's done has been done. And I don't know this girl. I don't know what kind of person this little girl was, alright? And regardless of what she was, alright, she didn't deserve to die like that, though. I mean, this is someone who was robbed of a chance to live her life. And who knows what this girl could have been when she grew up. I mean, I could personally hope that she went on to become a very productive member of society, alright? But this girl was robbed of the chance to grow up, grow old, probably hopefully have kids on her own, or whatever. She got robbed of a chance to possibly contribute something good to society. And what needs to happen now, and this is the heart of why I'm doing this recording, is that only follow-up story needs to be followed up is we need this is how is the person who did this going to be captured and dealt with? That's the only officer I need to be known about. And I'm saying imploring this to all the people in Jamaica who are about that life, alright? Who are not bitch made pussies like those neighbors here. And no, ain't no response giving excuses to why these people couldn't help this girl. Please kiss my ass. Kiss the blackest part of my ass. I want to say it, alright? I'd say worse, but I'm saying it. Saying this, I'm saying it as nice as possible. I don't want to hear any excuses. I want the people who are about that life to get out, go touch the road and hunt down that person, put something between that person's skull, or whoever, if it's more than one person, put that person back with Satan and the other demons, alright? Alright? Do not bring this person in life, preferably. Only thing that should brought in is their various body parts after being cut up. Because believe me, they deserve that much of a violent death, alright? Okay? And I've said online is that we need the Jamaican version of the Punisher, alright? There needs to be a real life version of Frank Castle from the comic book. Someone who's about eye for an eye, alright? So, alright? Because, and I know some people say that, oh, we also resort to that and how we should be about justice. I'm about justice too, just hard justice, all right. But this kind of person would violate a child like that. I believe it's not the first. Person is the first. He's not going to be last, unfortunately. That is not someone who should be in a jail cell on taxpayers' money. That is someone who should be in the grave. It's put in the cemetery after being sent out to getting a very violent ending. Alright? That is the fate that person deserves. That person deserves to die a slow, painful death for what they did to that poor child. And anybody who might not have a problem with what I'm saying, obviously you don't have any children, because if that had been your child, you'd be seeing much worse than me, right? And yeah, I didn't know that girl. That girl's not my daughter. So that girl's young enough to be my daughter, whether or not you believe it. But there needs to be some very dire consequences for that. And also the thing I'm saying is because the reason why this sick psychopath did what he did, that person or people did what they did, is because they know that there's no consequences. There's not, because they most likely are probably right now this week, they're probably watching the news, reading news, laughing it off, because they figure that no one's going to finger me or us. Alright, and even if we get fingered, we're most likely going to get a slap on the wrist. We'll be most likely out in a week or two, due to or whatever. But there's no consequence. There's no fear of consequences, and this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this recording, because that is what emboldened this girl's killers to do what he or they did, because they know there is no punishment. They're not going to be caught or punished. And Jamaica, I'm saying this to you, this is on us too. We've had a system and a culture that does not believe in moral accountability. This is the end result, alright? And sadly, as I said, there's a chance there's going to be another child or whatever that's going to experience something same fate or worse by this week or next week. And no, yeah, we can't save everyone, but we should be creating an environment where we're about justice and moral accountability, where if any person like that thinks to what they're doing, alright, they know that they're going to be dealt with, alright? And as I said, back to what I said with the Punisher, and I've also said that people like this who kill this girl makes me wish that Punisher or even Dexter, and I can't say with the Punisher real, because again, we need more people like that in Jamaica. We need more Jamaican versions of the Punisher or even Dexter, because those people were about people. We're not afraid to do what needs to be done to criminals who deserved to die, deserved what they got. All right, and again, I'm saying this to some Jamaican person. Any person in Jamaica who's about that life, I hope you hear this recording. I hope you act accordingly. I hope you hunt down. Go to Arnett Gardens, whether you're from an area. Find who did this. And again, don't bring that person or people in alive. Send them back to the underworld of the other demons. Alright? And like I said, and for those in the JCF, if you're also about truth, justice, accountability, same thing to you. If you deal with that person, with this girl, same manner. Again, I give you, like I said, praising song and poem. But again, there needs to be a direct message sent to people like this. And and also we need to create an environment that there's of moral accountability. That if you do certain things, there will be consequences. Because these criminals, these murderers, they're bold to ethics because there's no such. They don't fear consequences or repercussions because we have too many cowardly people, and we have an effective justice system. Sorry to say this, that gives people slaps on the wrist or doesn't do a job, but we need more people who are we need more Frank Castles in Jamaica. All right. So to all those, so if there's anybody in Jamaica who's about that life and knows how to find and track people like this, don't bring that person in alive. Don't bring this girl's killer in alive. Alright? Do what you need to do. Alright? And like I said, there needs to be an environment where we create accountability and consequences. And this is the thing we can do best. This is the best way we can honor we can honor this girl's memories by giving her spirit some justice. Alright, and again, I don't know this little girl. I don't know what she's like. She didn't deserve to go like this. Alright, and as I said, she's not the first person, and I think about people like Nicola Moulton as well from last year. People who do this, there needs to be an environment where they're not going to get away. They're not going to live out the rest of their days. They're not going to feel that they can go about their business and walk away. All right, they need to, once they do what they do, once they cross a certain line, deal with them accordingly. All right, and this is what I have to really say. All right, so I say, rest in peace to Yetyana Francis. You didn't deserve what you had to her, but you got to her, but you didn't deserve what happened to you. Regardless, I don't know what person you were, but your killers, they deserve everything that's coming to them. Mark my words. So that's what I end this recording. Take care, and like I said, anybody in Jamaica who's about that life, do what needs to be done to avenge this girl's death.